Question 11. We've got to write the missing numbers. Now there are a few ways we could go about this, but the easiest way of all is to use our knowledge of equivalent, fractions and decimals. Now let's have a think about what we know so far. Well, we do actually know that 0.1 as a fraction is 1/10. So we could actually write this a different way. We could write something over 160 is equal to 1/10. And all we need to do then is treat this as an equivalent fractions question, which actually is only level 4. So to do this, we would say, right, okay, to get from 10 to 160, we are timesing by 16. So we're doing exactly the same to the top. We're also timesing by 16. Therefore, 1 times 16, if we jump across the top arrow, is 16. So the number that needs to go on the top of this fraction is 16. 16 160ths is equal to 1/10, which is equal to 0.1. So that works. Now we're going to do a similar sort of thing for the second question. Well, what fraction do we know that 0.2 is equal to? Well, 0.2 is equal to 1/5. So let's set it up again. So this time we've got 160 over mystery number is equal to 0.2, which we've already said is equal to 1/5. So again, we do a similar thing. This time it's the two top numbers we know. So how do we get from 1 to 160? We make it 160 times bigger. We times by 160. So to get the bottom number over here, we've got to exactly the same on the bottom. So if we times the top by 160, we times the bottom by 160. Now as you can see, this is a little bit harder because we've got 5 times by 160. But that's not too much of a problem, because all we've got to do is a quick method over here. 5 lots of 160, 5 zeros are 0, 5 sixes are 30, put your 0 in, carry your 3, 5 ones are 5, plus the 3 is 8. Therefore, 5 lots of 160 is 800. So the number on the bottom of this fraction needs to be 800. And there's the two answers. There are other ways of doing it, but as I say, the simplest way is to use the fact that 0.1 is equal to 1/10, and then use your equivalent fractions, and that 0.2 is equal to 1/5, and then use your equivalent fractions again.